I was probably to welcome to another video. I hope y'all like the little, I don't even know what I'm gonna call that, my little fake action haul type video before this, but hope y'all enjoyed it. Today is Monday. It is currently 7:10 here in Costa Rica right now. Getting ready to get on the charts. I've been up since like 5, but we had a little cat that was staying with us and he was making a lot of noise, so I had to wake up and let him out. But I feel good though, feel blessed, feel great. And today is our last day to trade here in Costa Rica because tomorrow morning I'm going to be doing a lot. I'm not going to probably be able to trade, so you probably won't see no trade recap from me, but I do have an upload for y'all. But that being said, before we do get on the charts, I do want to talk to you real quick about comparison. I think that comparison is something that we tend to do naturally as humans, as individuals, as men, women, all of us. We all compare ourselves. And it's honestly, it's one of the worst things to do because actually, no, let me take that back. Comparison can help if you use it as a drive for motivation to, drive your work, whatever the case. But when you're just comparing and kind of degrading yourself or knocking yourself down, like if you're wasting your energy, you're wasting your time. And especially with social media, you see people showing you the highlights of their life. And in reality, you don't see the lows. People don't show that. Um, People don't show you when their bank accounts are super low, when they don't have no food. People don't show that part, but a lot of people go through that. People that you might think that is doing so great in their life, but they actually not. They in a bunch of debt. They got to borrow money from a bunch of people. Like it's people out there that's like that, and you shouldn't be comparing yourself. Comparison is a thief of joy. You cannot compare your step 8 to somebody else's step 108. Like you don't know what somebody went through to get to wherever they're at. So you should never feel bad for seeing somebody somewhere that you're not, that you want to be. Your time will come with patience and progression, discipline. That's all you need, and you will get there. But don't let yourself, get, I guess, emotional or just get upset or down whether or not you see somebody somewhere that you want to be at. Like, life is too short for that. Life is too short. Life is too good to be comparing yourself to anybody. Everybody's situation is unique. Everybody's story happens for a reason. Everybody's situation is catered to them for whatever reason. So don't compare yourself, but I'm gonna see y'all on the charts though. Yeah, last look at the view. Yeah, I'm gonna see y'all on the charts though. And one more thing too before we kind of one more thing before we get onto the charts. I want to go back to this topic of comparison. Like, I think that it's okay to look at somebody and like what they have and admire something that they may have that you might want. If you use it the right way, if you use that as your motivation, use it as a driving factor. Like, all right, if I see, um, let's just say I see some person on Instagram with a bag or some shoes I like. Yeah, all right, look up whatever the shoes cost and I'm gonna work for it. I'm gonna grind. I'm gonna get them myself. But it's not good to question God and question to like, damn, why does He have that and I don't? That should never be it. That should never be the first thing you ask yourself. You see somebody on a private jet. You know how expensive a jet is. You know how much work it takes to be able to afford something like that. Like, it takes a lot of pain, a lot of dedication, a lot of discipline. Like that stuff don't come easy. You don't just look at somebody having something and be like, damn, why is that not me? Why am I not in that position? Instead of think, how can I get to that point? How can that be me? Think, don't ask those type of questions. Ask the questions that are gonna drive you. Ask the questions that are gonna call you to take action. You know what I'm saying? Ask like, okay, how can I get to that point? How can I make X, Y, and Z happen to get to wherever he's at? Because that's my motivation. That's inspiration. That's not me being envious. That's not me, hating or whatever the case may be. That shouldn't be. That stuff is so stupid. That idea of people hating is so stupid. It's stupid. I don't understand that. Like, why are you hating on somebody for living their life and doing what they work for? Enjoying the fruits of their labor. So it don't make sense. Don't at all. So ask yourself, how can I get to that point instead of why is that not me? Why don't I have that? Yeah, I think so. Everybody get on the charts though. Y'all can see. It's pouring rain, but it's a beautiful view though. So I see on the charts. I'm off. One more thing too. Before we actually get on the charts, just keep my mind keeps racing. But hate comes from below 99 times out of 100. It is very, very rare that somebody above you is gonna hate on you. So if you think about that and look at yourself, reflect on yourself, reflect on you hating on somebody. Think like, damn, I need to do better. You shouldn't be thinking like anything negative at all. You should only think that you need to do better because in reality, the person that you may be envying or hating on is doing better than you, and that is nobody's fault but yourself. Don't make no excuses because at the end of the day, everybody has the same 24 hours. Everybody eats the same, breathes the same, sleeps the same, cries the same, breathes the same. Like, everybody has the same exact time in the day to chase their goals, chase their business, chase their dreams, make whatever they want happen. And if you was being lazy on your couch all day, scrolling through social media, hating on people, being envious, like, damn, why does he have that? Why can't I have that? Asking God, like, damn, why can't I have that? No. Once God sees you taking action, He's going to decide to bless you. Like, simple as that. God has a big behind bag just full of blessings, and He wants to give them out. But if He doesn't see that you actually deserve them, if He doesn't see that you're, willing to accept them, He's not going to give them to you. He's going to find somebody else to give them to. Work for those blessings, and I promise you they will come. It will be a byproduct of you doing what you're supposed to do. Like, that is so real. You should never be jealous or envious of anybody, yo. Never. That stuff makes no sense. It should also be inspiration, motivation, like make you want to go harder. Be happy to see people win. Be happy to see people living their life because yo, you get one of these things, or you don't. Why would you want to see somebody miserable? Like, that's so sad and inhumane. Like, so want to see somebody living their best life, happy, feeling good, doing great. Like, don't be envious on somebody because they're doing that. Like, don't be upset or mad because you see somebody living their life to the fullest. Like, no, do the same for yourself. All this stuff is possible. All this stuff is attainable. All this stuff is achievable. Do it for yourself. Don't look at somebody and think, why can't that? Like, why is that not me? And then you might want, like, no. See it all as motivation, discipline. That's it. But we're on the charts now, though. So let me flip the camera. We're gonna get into what I see right now. It's 9:23. 7:23 here. 9:23 in New York. And let me break down what I want to see. All right. So going into the morning, I'm pretty neutral. I'm gonna be a little bit more patient just because of the fact that ES is holding the new week opening gap and NQ already inversed it, which is right here. This is something where you just want to be more patient because at the end of the day, we can either continue to hold this and put in some type of FMT, or NQ is going to continue to use this as an inversion and pump. It's really about whoever takes advantage. I'm also going to take a look at DXY right here because DXY can also give me a better idea or understanding. So DXY looks more bearish. Looking at the 12-hour, let me go to the daily. Since DXY is coming out of a bearish imbalance and it does look slightly more bearish, I'm going to lean on us being bullish on the day for indexes. I also want to take a look at YM right quick because all this stuff does play a part. But I think I want to be a little bit more bullish, though, really just until I get a better understanding of where we want to go with price. YM, they just inverse this 12-hour. It does look like we have potential to continue to pump as well. So, yeah, I think I'm going to be more bullish today, but definitely going to be patient just because of the fact that we do have some lagging indexes and not everything is in correlation right now. So I do want to be a little bit more patient, a little bit less risky, especially because it's a no news Monday. I'm probably going to only trade 1 to 2 contracts max. I don't really want to risk giving back a lot of profit on a day like this when not everything aligns. And then also we have CPI tomorrow. So don't really want to get caught up in that either. If we just want to chop the whole day, like no news Mondays for me are either very good or very bad. There's no in between. And I'm just working on kind of fixing that. So I don't want to let this type of day blow me up or whatever the case may be, but we're definitely going to be reactive, read the market, patient. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for going into the day. Possibly a potential long out of this 4 hour maybe. Let's drop down to the hourly. Drop down to the hourly. I want to see this hourly get, rebalanced into. You see we did inverse it actually. However, we're reclaiming it right now, so I want to see price kind of get back above that to then potentially make a move to push the previous week's high. Now, will we do that on the no news Monday? I don't know. It's possible. We do look pretty rangy. London was range bound, so we'll see. But we are also coming out of a higher time frame period race, so this could also boost us. So we'll see. I'll keep it updated and just be patient. They just recognize that we do have an SMT with previous PM lows, so that's something to take into account, and that is working in our favor. So that is a good sign if we do want to see bulls. Bullish SMT at the low, just closed above the hourly. I want to see us really get to reclaiming this and pushing above it. Also, yeah, this is a good sign. Want to see this continue to hold and get some type of reaction from it out of this imbalance, potentially off the open. Market open in 2 minutes, so I'll keep that updated to see what we do. Popping, everybody, welcome to part 2 of the video from earlier. Gonna be doing a trade recap, what I did right, what I did wrong today, trades I took, and all of that good stuff. So I took 3 trades today. Let me break them down. First trade that I took was this inversion 1 minute right here. I went break even. Well, no. Yeah, I took this inversion 1 minute, ended up, I got stopped at break even. Hold on, let me find it. Well, actually, no, going into the day, honestly, I was more bullish. We had this higher time from SMT, a lot of stacks highs above us, and we were also coming out of the weekly opening gap. As y'all can see right here, we're coming out of that, inverse the hourly. I wanted to see this hold, and I wanted to see us get a continuation higher. So that's what I was looking for coming into the morning. So from there, I was waiting. My first trade came right here at 9:42. I took this inversion. Once we got displacement through this 30-second right here, this is where I tried my first. Let me delete some of this so that it can look a little bit cleaner for y'all. Once I got displacement through this 30-second, this is where I entered at. My fill was like right here. Stop was at this low. So I went break even here. I wanted to see a continuation, really the consequent question of that 15-minute, and then it obviously higher. Let me zoom out real quick. Yeah, I want to see all these highs get taken in London, etc. But this 3-minute, this is a 3-minute untapped imbalance, then this is the 15-minute wick, which are my 2 main targets. As y'all can see, I got break even, then prices decided to start chopping. So I retried this long right here. Once we got back above this 15-second, I retried this long. Now this was kind of my fault. This is kind of avoidable because this was a 5-minute buying imbalance. This dotted box, so this is a 5-minute buying imbalance that we never actually displaced back through. So I took this reentry kind of early. This was an avoidable loss. And yeah, that was that. Next trade that I took, well, those were the first 2 trades. Then the last trade I took was right here. Once we close below this 1 minute, ended up shorting this. Once we tapped back in, my fill was like right here. Once we tapped back in, stop was at this high. Wanted to see all of the sell side down here, especially with previous PM low being a potential draw on liquidity. Standard deviation levels and all of that aligned with these lows. This is my main target. Never got hit. As y'all can see, the inversion failed. And this was the trades I took. Actually, I took one more. I took this. Once we did get this inversion 1 minute, I did end up retrying it right here for a very small scalp of a win to kind of put me back up on the day. I am up $600 across my 3 alpha accounts. And yeah, that was that basically. I think I honestly should have stepped away after. I shouldn't have taken this trade right here, this 15-second long. I should have taken this. And once this lost, I should have just walked away. Really, once we started chopping and this setup failed, I should have probably walked away. I don't even think that I'm happy with the day because I did kind of break my rules. I like to say take 2 trades and get off. If price looks choppy, get off. And I still sit on the trade, so it's kind of my fault. I wanted to see the macro kind of give us some more volume, and as you can see, it did a little bit. This long did end up working, but I still wanted to see better for myself. So I'm gonna definitely take today into account going forward. I am in profit, but I do still have room for improvement. Still in Costa Rica. This is probably the last trade recap that y'all will get from here because I have a lot going on the rest of the week. Well, from Costa Rica at least. Next couple of days over here. But yeah. Appreciate you for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed. Catch y'all in the next. Well, actually, let me just show y'all my P&L right quick so y'all know I ain't cap. Need to cover that up though. $655. But yeah, that's that though. Across 3 accounts. Catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.